I have no idea what to stream. I'll be completely honest with you. I was sitting here for a good 10 minutes figuring out what the hell to stream because I already streamed Third Strike for Happy the 4th of July. I was going to do Street Fighter 6, but I wanted to wait because I'm getting a hitbox soon or fight box soon and I want to test that out. So how about we just watch more Wings of Redemption documentary? That did really good on the YouTube algorithm, which is kind of funny, kind of tragic at the same time because I don't want this to be a reaction channel, but meh. I'm out of ideas. So let's continue.
Syndicate made a post to Twitter. Though the structure of the tweet was a bit confusing, the message was clear. Quote, "See for yourselves. I held respect the loss for Wings yesterday."
First things first. Where did we left off in case you didn't see the stream? Well, Syndicate beat Wings of Redemption in a 1v1, 14-9. Wings got butthurt, and this is the aftermath. Viewer discretion is advised. Please go support Frederick Knutson's channel, like, subscribe, and comment on this particular video, and show the man some love. He deserves it. He put a lot of time and effort into this.
But after this, no. Attached was a screen capture of a conversation between the two of them. Apparently, Alki David, the billionaire who had hosted the Call of Duty competition the previous month, was offering $5,000 to the winner of a rematch between Jordy and Syndicate. Looking to repair his image, Jordy had approached...
We saw the match last stream, and it was, your typical 1v1, but the idea that someone saw this and be like, I'm going to put $5,000 on the line on this Call. This is how big Call of Duty was. That a typical nonchalant 1v1 can suddenly turn into this big, massive, hey, 50 grand on the line. Who wants it? Like, it's kind of ridiculous to think that that was then.
Syndicate offering to fix
So
the match
ridiculous
so he
to
could
me.
guarantee a victory. Quote, "You get $3,000, I get $2,000, but I have to come out on top. Sound like a good deal?" Or
Wait, hang on. You get 3,000, I get 250, but I have to come out on top. Oh, he added it. Okay, I was gonna say like that's not 5,000
want no
wings.
part of it. Syndicate flatly refused, offended by the offer. Jordy grew desperate, saying, "I need this kind of money. I don't make $2,000 a day. I got a family to feed, so money is a big deal to me."
Why should Syndicate care? Why should Syndicate care about your family? Why should he care? That's your problem, your responsibility. I don't know why you're trying to guilt trip Syndicate. Like, why? Also, this is not how you bribe. This is obviously a bribe. This is not how you bribe at all. So don't follow his advice.
"You said you wanted to bury the hatchet. What better way we both make money? And I beat you by like 1 kill in Game 5. It's a $1,000 to lose a game you're not expected to win. I figured I'd offer it."
Wow. Wow. What a condescending prick. You're not expected to win. Even though you got spanked on the match you had before. But you think you can beat him this time. Why? Because money's on the line? Sure, money is a good motivator, but I hardly doubt that you are going to win this one. Not to mention, if you're so confident that you're going to win this, why would you even bribe? Oh, it's because he isn't confident. He knows he's going to lose. So this is his last ditch effort to get some free money. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What a terrible bribe. Jesus.
To which Syndicate replied, "No way, Wings. You just blew it big style," and ceased communication. Jordy soon created a video discussing his loss to Syndicate and uploaded it on August 26, 2011, titling it, "I'm Only Human."
I'm
in which
only
he discussed his
human
conduct.
after all.
One of my pet
I'm
peeves
only
is-
human after all. Don't put the blame on
I
me.
hate losing with a passion. I hate losing even more when I'm the only person that has something to lose.
What do you have to lose, Wings? What do you have to lose? You're not losing your career. Oh, career. You're not losing your family. You're not losing anything. So what the hell are you losing? Nothing. Money, which I guess, but again, if you're so confident that you're expected to win, why even bribe to begin with? What do you have to lose, dude? You have nothing to lose.
And it's something I've been trying to get over all my life. I mean, even when I was a child, I could not stand losing.
Okay, in a way, I can sort of empathize with him because I do hate losing. I am a sore loser. Even nowadays, I can be a sore loser, but nowadays it's more like I'm not sore losing because I'm losing. I'm more like I'm getting butthurt because I feel like I'm not playing the game at all. Now, there's actually a video titled "Why It's Good to Get Bodied," and the dude was like, "Oh well, you might take it as, oh well, I'm not playing, so why even bother? But that's a good thing." I disagree. I disagree because I do feel like I'm wasting my time, and I do feel like I'm not contributing anything to get bodied. What am I learning from getting bodied? Yeah, I learned that Oro that completely stopped my ass in the Third Strike stream. What did I learn from that other than getting my ass beat? I didn't learn how to counter. I didn't learn how to parry. I learned nothing from that experience. At least when I'm close, like the Ken and the Hugo match from the last stream, at least with those two, I understood where the fault was, and I can learn from that. But getting bodied, I disagree. I don't think you learned anything from getting bodied. Maybe block more, but I disagree.
It feels like I've failed in every form and manner, period, when I lose. I felt like I wasn't good enough to the point where it's like, maybe I shouldn't be playing.
He loses one match and he goes through a fucking middle life crisis. Jesus Christ.
Despite his attempts to address this, his comment section soon afterwards would be littered with references to the infamous duel
What if,
taunting
kid?
him for his loss. This further fueled his discomfort, and it would manifest as videos talking about himself and his personal problems in vague terms, such as a video published less than a month after
God, I
the
miss
duel
Call of Duty
titled
Black Ops.
My
I
Weight and
miss
Life
Black
Problems.
Ops so much, dude.
I'm this
I don't think
asshole
there's.
person to
I don't think it's
subscribers
live
and
anymore.
everything
Because
else, and
why
all
the
they
fuck
ever
would
do
it
is
be?
They single out the negative.
God, I
That's kinda what
wish
anybody
it
does. It's like the
was.
first human nature to kind of single out the negative.
Like if
in
Capcom
everything.
4,
Nobody sees
Capcom
the
4,
positive
Ultra
that
Street
you
Fighter
put
4,
out.
it still
Nobody
has
sees
online
how many
service.
people
Why
that you've
doesn't
actually helped.
Call of Duty games
I mean,
get
I
that?
can list. Oh, you go to any other commentator's videos, you won't see even a shrimp of the amount of hate that I get, which
They probably don't do enough to get hate on, Wings, unlike you. That's the key difference, Wings. That is the key difference.
I knew going into it with my playstyle that I would get tons of hate, and since there's been so much stress with sub box breaking, the view count thing, the losing the 1v1, all the haters, all the loss of subs, I've actually gained 20 pounds because all I've been doing is worrying and eating. That had to go along with the new family.
I'm sad when I
got.
eat.
It gets
I'm
really
eat when I'm
problematic.
sad.
I mean, it's just all stress, and then there's other problems in life, like, you know, why is this like this? I try to be a nice person.
You know,
why do I constantly get hate? You know, like people like.
It's not that hard to be a good person, Wings. It really isn't. It's actually really easy. It's only hard if you're a piece of shit. But no, it's not hard in the slightest, Wings. It's not hard in the slightest. It's super easy to be a good person. You know how you be a good person? Not be a shitty person. You know. You could do that.
Ignore the haters. It's hard to ignore the haters because your natural response to anything is to single out the negative.
How?
Oh, man.
How did you miss
Why can't
that?
it be
You
like
suck,
hardcore?
Wings.
You know what I'm saying? And if you ever actually wonder where that's from, that's from the Trailer Park Boys.
Thank you
check
for
that
telling
out on
me.
Netflix if
I don't
live in
know
the
if I
United
care.
States.
Alongside his regular YouTube content, he began occasionally live streaming his play sessions in late November of 2011. However, Jordy also
that was a
began
good
to
shot.
show
I
some of
barely even
his
saw the
negative
guy.
views of himself.
First off,
Modern Warfare 3.
Anyway.
I
Most
miss
people
Modern
watch me
Warfare
and say what I'm about to
3!
say.
Despite
miss it
this
so
growth,
much.
he was losing enthusiasm for his gaming career, something he made unabashedly clear in his videos in early 2012, such as in a video titled, Why Hide the Truth?
You know, I do have for you today some stale ass fucking gameplay. That's what I got for you. I got it on lockdown too. And you know why I have stale ass fucking gameplay? Because I hate playing the fucking game. Plain and simple. But you know why I play the fucking game? Because it's the only thing that gets views.
How? I wonder if there's any Wings of Redemption fans, early Wings of Redemption fans. How do you feel about this? I'm curious because whenever I hear YouTubers be like, "Oh, I fucking hate this game, but I only play it because it gives me money," I feel like I'm just wasting my time with the individual because he obviously has no love for the game as much as the love I have for the game. Then I would just dip. I would dip if it was me. Because the creator obviously telling me that he doesn't enjoy it and he hates it and he hates me liking his gameplay of it that he hates. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I would dip if any of my YouTube, not YouTube friends, the people I follow all of a sudden say, "Hey, I fucking hate this game and I hate you guys for liking this game." I'd be like, "Oh, well, I guess we're cutting ties then if you're going to be like that." Also, Wings, I hate to tell you this, but why don't you play a different game then? Oh, because you only wanted to get views. Did you even try? I know you tried later, but let's see, early Call of Duty, Final Fantasy was pretty big back in the day. You could have tried that, but I don't know. You did that to yourself.
And a lot of people want to ask you, you know, why don't you get a real job? Real jobs don't pay as well.
If real jobs don't pay as well, then why are you literally in the screenshot? You were like, I don't make this much money. I got a family to feed. If this job pays well, then why are you complaining about money, bro? Why are you bitching about how you don't have enough money, bro? If it's pay as well, it's so stupid.
They don't. I mean, perfectly honest. Like, if a real job was the answer, I would have gotten a real job a year ago.
See, that's a lie because you hate manual labor. So I don't understand what you're trying to bring up when you don't even like manual labor. So how can you even get a real job if you don't even like to put in any kind of effort to walk?
In March, another significant upheaval occurred in his life.
For those of you who know, I've been dating a girl named Shalene for about a year now. And today I kind of decided for a huge life change. I actually asked her to move out of the house again.
Again?
I kind of made some bad decisions in my life, and a lot of it was influenced, from her being there and trying to keep her happy. And it's got me in a really bad financial situation, and I needed time to basically get my life back together.
So I don't remember if Frederick mentions this. I forget. But basically he's spending $80,000 on this cunt and her kids because she refuses to get a job. First off, again, I don't know if he's going to mention this later, but I'm mentioning this now. If a woman or a man that I'm in a relationship with, we get in a relationship, right? I get a job, and this individual will be like, okay, well, you know what? How about I don't get a job, but you do everything else? I would tell that person to leave. To completely and utterly fuck off. You are going to work too. This relationship is a team. I'm not going to carry your fucking lazy ass because you don't want to work. Like I said, if a man and a woman I get in a relationship with ever tells me that, they're leaving. Dead set leaving. No. You either get a job, help, or you just leave. I'm not going to put up with that shit. 80 grand. I would cut that bitch at 2 grand. So either Wings is a simp or he is so desperate to keep this girl that he would literally cut off his arm for her when she won't even recuperate. Like, Wings, you are dumb.
By this point, it appeared that his finances were beginning to struggle as well, stating in a video on March 11th of 2012 that he had, quote, sold most of my guns over the last year or so to keep afloat.
But I thought this job pays well. I thought real job don't pay so well.
This suggests one or a combination of three potential factors: that he was making less money than he had first shared, that his income had reduced significantly, and that he had spent so much money on Shalene that he had drained much of his finances.
Obviously the latter. obviously the latter. Like, that bitch, 80 grand. Why do you need that much money to begin with? You don't. That's just poor management, poor everything. Jeez. This is the only instance where I kind of feel bad for Wings.
Later, he would share that by his estimations, he had spent approximately $80,000 on her and her children to care for them and buy them things, including a new truck in which they had eventually left. Perhaps recognizing the popularity of the content that focused more on his own life, this sort of discussion would come to dominate his videos more and more, to the point that they came to resemble vlogs more so than Call of Duty commentary.
I mean, what's the difference? What is the difference, honestly? I personally don't see a difference. They're basically the same thing to me.
If you're gonna let the opinions of others dictate your life and allow you to basically not do something, like just because you're fat, it's gonna allow you not to travel on a plane. Just because you're you don't think your face looks as pretty as somebody else, you're not gonna go to a movie. That's in the same line and ballpark of thinking that you're in by not wanting to date a girl because she's classified as a slut.
One of the top
I mean, I'm not saying Shalene is a slut. More like a gold digger.
topics that he would discuss frequently was his weight, as well as his desire and efforts to reduce it, which included sharing video of himself working
If a Hawaiian shirt doesn't even fit, bro, rethink your life.
out and recording straightforward vlogs about it.
And this is my first trip to Dr. Norman since I got back on the diet. And I went and got the prescription pills again for it.
All right, so I'm gonna try to keep the fat shaming to a minimum because I used to be super fat. Hell, I'm a little pudgy now, so I'm not gonna harp on his struggles of fatness. That's uncool.
And while I was there, I was weighed, and it bothered me how much I weighed at that point because I kind of realized where I was at. Keep in mind, March-ish of last year, 2011, I was around 368 pounds. So within 1 year, I had put on around 100 pounds.
This pressure would continue to build, and soon it would manifest in a way that would shock his viewership and further alienate him from his contemporaries and his friends.
Oh, what did he do? But yeah, I do understand that struggle. I think when I was going through a rough year, I think I gained... Sure, it wasn't 100 pounds, but it might as well be. Man, I used to be so thin when I joined the Navy, and now stress got to me. He looks like he has a unibrow.
In September of 2012, Jordy entered an argument on social media with another commentator going by El Presador. In a now deleted tweet, Jordy wrote, "I've got a load of guns, El Presador, and if I decide to kill myself, I'm taking you with me."
Okay, what the fuck? Why even? What? Why even? What the fuck? That is so extra, bro. That's why even? I need an explanation of this. Why even?
Soon, the Call of Duty commentary community was talking among themselves about Jordy's conduct, but there was at least one person that saw an opportunity. DJ Keemstar had been publishing tweets that he
Okay, if you don't know why I'm laughing, It's because this clip is so fucking funny to me. This is where Keemstar drops the hard N word that ends with a R. Because if I say hard R, people are gonna think I'm saying, RETARD. But no, N with the R at the end, and it just makes me laugh how he says it. Also, he's pointing this at Alex, and my name is Alex. So I like to imagine he's just calling me that. I don't know why. It's really funny to me. I can't stop thinking about it now. Oh, I'm gonna look it up. I love that clip so much. I'm gonna look it up. It's so funny to me. I love that clip so much. Oh my god, I love that clip. It's bad. It's bad. It's super bad. But it's so fun. It's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. Because the way he said it, it's so like the build up to it was just so funny to me. I don't know if I could find the. Oh, here we go.
I'm okay. Fuck this. I'm on Blog TV with my fucking hands up. I'm not starting my fucking self. You fucking stupid bitch. This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking.
I'm sorry. It's too funny to me. The way he said it. He said it with such animosity. I can't help. It's so funny to me. It's too funny to me. I'm so gonna have to censor that part, but it's just too funny to me. I'm sorry, it's too funny to me.
Labeled as Drama Alert for some time, cataloging drama occurring online, and here he sought to both capitalize on the recent drama and diffuse it at the same time. Acting quickly, he gathered a number of these commentators for a group call that would be recorded and streamed live on September 23rd. But before El Presador or Jordy could join the call, another commentator who had inserted himself into the situation joined as well, going by White Boy 7th Street, who proceeded...
I missed White Boy 7th Street. He's still making videos today, but I remember watching his videos back when I was in high school, and I thought it was the dopest shit. He's a really chill dude. A really chill, honest, and truth. Good. He's a good person. I like him a lot.
...to lambaste Jordy for his conduct. He expressed his belief that Jordy had made these comments on Twitter to increase his view count.
Right. He did it for attention. That's what a fucking 13-year-old emo chick does. I care about Wings. I like Wings, and I'm sure all the viewers do as well. I can relate to him. I have a person, like a personal relationship with him. You know, I can feel him. I can understand him. Mm-hmm. And that's why I got away with so much stuff. But faking it, crying wolf.
Yeah. Wings is a bad person, but I think what makes a person worse is people around him letting him be bad. Like, I don't know. I feel like you guys also created the monster we would have later down the road because you just let him be who he is because you're friends. I don't think my friends would appreciate it if I were to just lambast him and treat him like garbage. I feel like they would just leave. Or at least say something. Like, you guys are bad friends for not being upfront with him.
I lost it. I lost it from him.
Soon after, Duranker had an opportunity to give his perspective.
I respect what Wayne does, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying all he ever does is complain.
As soon as Jordy joined the call, he demanded that he be able to speak with the other three who had become involved.
Oh, yeah.
White Boy 7th
You guys probably don't know who El Presador is. Because El Presador is actually a well-known YouTuber. You probably know him as this. Okay, hang on. I actually need to drag this fucking thing. Oh god, why am I so bad with technology? There we go. This is El Presador. Yeah. So Wings decided to threaten Gungu Ginga guy. Good luck with that. You okay? Oh, food is ready. Nice. All right, we'll be right back after these messages. sorry about that. I had to get my food, which is enchiladas. Delicious. Let's continue while that cools off.
Duranker and El Presador. Immediately upon Duranker's rejoining, Jordy began insulting him based on his employment, then began proclaiming his superior income.
Yes, superior income. The income that you cry and beg that you don't have money for. Superior income. Pfft. Fuck off. You're such a... Oh, my God. DSP all over again. DSP all over again.
Go ahead, Wings.
I told you what it is. You're a production supervisor. You walk around with your hands in your pockets. You probably ain't turned a wrench in 8 years, and you want to sit there and talk about gall of working hard. So you have a fucking cake job. Your job is fucking cake. What do is you hold your hands in your pocket.
You really like the hands in your pocket that you said it twice. You're really stuck with that. You really think that was clever. All right.
You wait till the
What do? Here's my retort. You're a fat, lazy slob that plays video games all day. That has no value, no contribution to society, and you're sad and pathetic and a loner. That's my retort.
fucking safety meeting in the morning so you can suck up to some fucking big wig's dick. Then you go home and you drink your fucking Miller Lite. What it sounds like you're doing.
No, actually, I just
What's wrong with Miller Lite?
Actually, at work because I have a job. Anyway.
Actually at work because you have a job. You know what? I did your fucking job for 5 years.
And in 5 years, you bitch and complain about how you don't like manual labor. Fuck off, Wings.
And you know what? I make more money now than I did at that.
Do you? Do you, Wings? Do you make more money? If you make more money, then why do you complain like a bitch about not having money? Riddle me this. When you are put into a corner, what are you? Desperate.
Job in 1 day of the week than I did.
Wings, and that's what I'm saying. You make a lot of money, but all you do is
But the fact is, the more money you make, the more responsibility you take on.
No. That's not true in the slightest. That's not true in the slightest. You're a fucking idiot, Wings.
You're also failing to
Even Keem is like, what the hell is he talking about?
neglect. You're talking about people taking $120 out of their check to feed their family. Look here, son. I have 9 people I support. 9.
So what? So what? Also, who's the 9? Let's see. Shalene and her kids, which I think was 3. So 5. We'll add your grandma. 6. Not that hard to feed a family of 6. I'm going to tell you that much.
Not 1, not 2, not 3 children. 9.
Paradoxically, he then began explaining
And before you ask, no, he doesn't have kids of his own because he doesn't want kids.
his aversion to manual labor.
No. You're making it seem like I've never worked a real job before. The reason that I have worked a real job is the reason I don't want to work a real job again.
So you literally just admitted that you're lazy. Proving his point.
It doesn't matter if it's labor or backbreaking work. You know, if I see a person digging a ditch, you know what I don't think? That's a hard worker. I think that's somebody that fucked up in his life.
What if he wants to be a construction worker? What about that, Wings? What if he actually legitimately wants to work like that? Some people do.
Right.
Soon, Woody offered insight into Jordy's mentality and even claimed that Jordy was lying.
Wings, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
All right. So when I was watching the Twitter feed unfold, like this is how it played in my own head. I saw, you upset, and I know you, right? You're a guy who thinks a little bit short term. When cash comes in the bank, you feel wealthy. When the bills roll in, you feel broke. When the views are high, you feel, if you have a good day view-wise, you feel like things are awesome. If you have a single bad day view-wise, you worry that the world is crashing. So I watched you on YouTube and I thought, you know what? He's not joking or putting on a suicide hoax. He's just a guy who has extreme feelings and expresses, like, there's no sort of long-term, moderation filter on there.
Woody, from the bottom of my heart, you are legitimately a good person. I respect you for sticking up for him. Even at his lowest, even at his most outrageous behavior. I'm content to know that you're so good of a person that you'll take the fall with him. That being said, you're a fucking moron if you think that him having an emotional moment is any justification to doxing Keen, doxing the kid, and make a murder-suicide on El Presador. If you think him being emotional is any sort of justification, you're a fucking moron. But again, I respect that you're sticking with Wings. You're a good friend. But you're a fucking moron if you think it's justified.
If I get 700,000 views today and 30,000 views tomorrow, I feel like I got 730,000 views over 2 days. You feel like, oh my gosh, my channel crashed today. The world is ending. And so when I watched your Twitter thing and saw White Boy respond to it, I felt like White Boy was off target because he's like, oh my gosh, this guy faked a hoax. I saw it. I felt like you claimed it was a hoax as a way to change the topic and end the beef.
Maybe he shouldn't have said shit to begin with. Maybe he should have just shut it. But instead, he escalated it, and escalated some more to the point where this is happening. Again, Woody, you're a great guy. You're a really great guy. But you're just dumb to think this is any kind of justification.
Wings, it's kind of been you versus the world tonight.
No, it's always me versus the world, dude. It's been like that for the last 3 years of my career. I'm pretty.
The world then.
I'm pretty much, Scarface to the YouTube community. I'm the bad guy. I'm the camper. I'm everything that personifies everything bad.
Say that way. You were the Scarface of the YouTube community.
After a bit more arguing, Jordy began to threaten and insult White Boy,
At
while
least Scarface has some legitimacy behind his crime.
Woody unsuccessfully attempted to defuse the situation.
You're real close to me just telling you what you actually make.
And you're fucking figuring
That's not anybody's business what people make, though, Wings.
I know what he makes. His contract can't be much different from mine.
But Wings, he's not talking about money though.
He is. He's calling me a view whore when he said himself I'd get like 1,000 views.
What does that have to do with talking about his money? I get it. Views can accumulate to getting paid. Or at least it was back in the day. But he's right. You really did tweet at that for attention. I don't know if view whore is the right word. More like attention whore.
But
You're a fucking dumbass, dude. I don't do that shit for views. If I did that shit for views, I would do it on my fucking YouTube channel.
Is there a difference? Is there a difference? No, there is no difference.
Why don't you take your one-eyed ass and learn fucking something? Quit smoking pot. Quit being a fucking high school dropout.
So I think instead of going...
You know what's funny? Hindsight's 2020. Because later down the line, White Boy got charged with possession of weed. So it's actually kind of ironic how he kind of called it.
Going after the messenger, we should talk about the messenger. Right?
I'm a fucking person too, and you're sitting there trying to destroy my livelihood.
How? By saying that what you said was fucked and how you need to be accountable?
By some fucking bullshit trying to say I did some view whore and shit.
Fucking suicide. Do you not understand the gravity of the situation? You faked the suicide for views. Your fucking raw instinct.
After Jordy
Where are you
returned, the live stream took on a drastically different tone, discussing Jordy and his negative mental health.
It's not a fucking fake suicide. That's what you don't fucking understand. I'm a suicidal fucking person.
So you meant that tweet that you wanted to kill El Prestor. So can we just charge you for I know there's a charge where we say stuff like that. I just don't forget. I forget what it's called, but yeah, that's a crime. So can we charge him for that? Since he's legit about it?
I don't
Wait.
like my fucking life.
Wings, why do you... Okay, listen, Wings. Sometimes we, as human beings, we just have to look down when things are tough and look at what we have. I know I'm sounding like a Hallmark card
What do
right
I
now.
You know, I'll give props to Keem. He might be a bit of a snake. But at least he's trying to help Wings out. I would have just let them in the gutter. But, you know, kudos to you, Keem.
Fucking have Keemstar. I have a fucking night full of drama. I have fucking El Presto trying to get big off me by threatening to put the FBI on me. I
Because
have
you
one of the
threatened
biggest
to kill
channels in
them!
gaming on YouTube trying to shut me
Fuck
down
off!
while I'm having one of the worst months of my fucking life. What do I have?
Wings, think about what you just said. You said that you have El Presador trying to get big off of you. Now, do you really believe that? Do you really believe that?
El Presador's a fucking leech. That's
No,
what
but what I'm saying is, if El Presador is really just trying to get big off you, that is an awesome thing. That's a compliment,
It's
isn't
not
it?
an awesome thing. It hits you all at once, dude.
How about you just stop being a bad person? How about you
Have
just
you
stop
ever-
being a bad
Oh, you
person?
probably have.
You
It's
gotta
not that
look
hard.
at it glass half full, glass half empty. You have so much, and people in this community, you know, look up to you. All right, they do. They do. People in the community actually look up to Wings. Wings has been around for forever, and as much as people battle with you, people do respect you. You know, and admire you. Look at how many people tune into PKA. No offense to Woody, but if you were out of it, it'd be probably like half the people there.
So, I don't know if we're going to get to that part. But we'll get there when we get there. Because actually, it is irony that he said this. And later down the line, that became less and less true.
What do you think is the biggest thing, Wings, that's missing out of your life right now? What is the root thing that's making you this depressed, I guess? I mean, is there something really missing? Because people look at you from the outside and say, that guy's got a lot, you know?
I would say he's more obnoxious
I
than
don't
anything
know.
else.
I honestly can't answer that question.
Are you missing the girlfriend? I mean, I know money became a situation, but are you missing that companionship?
No, dude. I've had other girlfriends since Celine. I mean, I can't honestly answer that. I mean, I just don't feel fulfilled. I feel like I'm going nowhere.
About an hour into the livestream, however, the tone shifted dramatically again as El Presador joined by calling Keemstar on the telephone. Though it was often difficult to understand him, it was clear that El Presador was still intent on calling the FBI.
Remember, Gungun Ginga guy.
Yeah, but you're too lazy, and I also know that.
Why would you? Why would you? Why wouldn't you taught a man that? You fucking idiot.
In the midst of this, however, Jordy made a remarkably prophetic statement.
Because El Presador is one of the main instigators of my frustration. Like, generally, when I'm feeling bad, he's the person there to try to kick you when you're down.
Why don't you get that he's just a troll, and he says he's trolling you while he's doing it, and you still bite into it? You're feeding him, Wings. You're feeding the troll.
I understand that.
Then why don't you just stop?
Because it's not built into me to stop. It's not.
So you're just an idiot. You're an idiot to not... My God, this is so frustrating. Like, you just want to be a victim. That's what it is. You just want to be a victim. Just say it. I want to be a victim. I'm too easily triggered and I want to be the victim.
In the end, however, the drama was resolved.
So, Wings, El Presador, this is a breakthrough moment. El Presador said, let's sweep it under the rug. What do you think, Wings?
That seems like a good idea to me. It seems like a lot of headaches avoided.
Whose? His or yours?
There you go. Bad Kid Show.
Bam. And give me a pre-tackling video, man.
Even so, this moment deteriorated the relationships that he had with other content creators even further, as he was already known as a volatile personality. The rest of the stream was
cult of
dedicated to discussing
personality,
Jordy's
say.
mental state, where he reiterated his desire to stop working as an internet personality.
Okay, I hear like a sound of
I
like,
mean,
depression. Can we say that?
I'm not really depressed though. I mean, as soon as I leave this room, I'm happy.
So what is it, Wings? What do you want? If it's not depression, then what is it? Are you just a whiny crybaby bitch? Is that what it is? Do you like crying wolf when it's your terrible action that sparked it to begin with? What is it? How much of a thin skin are you to say a bunch of bullshit and then immediately play victim when anybody says anything negative about you? How pathetic are you? How legitimately pathetic are you? You're a fucking banana, dude. You're such a fucking banana. So thin-skinned, so easily bruised. It's so pathetic, bro. Come on. You're an adult. Why are you acting like this, bro?
As soon as I forget all of this, I'm happy. That's why I said beforehand when I was a little more upset that I know what I need to do. What I need to do is quit YouTube and move on with my life.
But you hate manual labor. What do you have if you quit YouTube? You have nothing. What, do you want to live off welfare checks like Christian? Because you're not going to. So you're stuck with YouTube. Or any streaming services. Because you don't like manual labor of any kind of form. So you have nothing. Like,
at the same time, this is the high point so far in my life. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the only high point in my life. It's hard to walk away from having access to 50,000 people. It's hard to walk away from,
I mean, it's super easy if I'm getting harassed by them, as you claim. So it should have been the easiest burn bridge ever.
basically being able to
I
get
don't know what I'm
advice
saying. I'm
any
so
time of the
frustrated with
day,
Wings. Jesus.
any day of the week. It's hard to walk away from, being somebody of importance to going back into a world where you're nobody.
Who cares? You're still a nobody. What's your claim to fame? Oh, I play Call of Duty. What else did you do? I play Call of Duty. There's nothing to you, Wings. There is literally nothing to you. You're a relic. An old, dusty relic that should be put away for no one to see.
Even after alienating so many other creators, his relationship with his friends on the Painkiller Already podcast remained consistent, but this would not last.
And we are going to end chapter 2. Wings versus the world. I'm so frustrated with Wings. Like, listening to this doc, I am so frustrated with him. Pretending to be the victim. Making outlandish threats. It's just so much dumb. So much dumb. None of this needed to happen. None of this should have happened. But because Wings is a dive head first without thinking kind of person, he gets shit. I don't know. I'm so flabbergasted right now. But thank you, future viewers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Follow me on Twitter. Donate $1 to Patreon if you want to, but you don't have to. But if you want to, it is on DimeforCrimes on Patreon. I do have some tiers. Maybe the price might be a little bit egregious, but you please let me know if it is, and I'll definitely fix it. Follow me on Instagram if I remember to post shit, or go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you for joining in as always. Have a beautiful day. So long. Farewell. Avita say a good night.